From nowhere, from nowhere, from nowhere, from nowhere.
Hello, people. How you doing? How you feel? And welcome to Troy Hill Talks. We're back again for another show. Myself, Troy Hill, and Mr. Sir Sturdy. How you do, Sir Sturdy?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. It's been a long week, but it's Thursday, and we are here. Friday's tomorrow. The weekend's almost upon us. But first, let's go ahead and take care of some business. This show is sponsored by Anaconda Malt Liquor, the only malt liquor that is backed by the United States government, as we talk about this wonderful movie that we've always loved and enjoyed. It came out in 2009. Today we're talking about Black Dynamite.
Boom. Dynamite.
Doom, doom, doom. Such a great damn movie. I mean,
really
it just gets me
it really is.
It just gets me hyped up. Basically, the movie's about Black Dynamite he's trying to avenge the death of his brother, and then he's slowly but surely unveiling a bigger conspiracy that's taking place in the world. And it's just outstanding. Lots of great action. It's really, really funny. Michael Jai White, he is Black Dynamite. You know how you sit there and can see you see like James Bond and something like, oh, that's Roger Moore, or that's Sean Connery, or that's Daniel Craig, or whatever. When you see Black Dynamite, that's Michael. That's him.
Yeah.
Like if I saw him in person in real life, I wouldn't even call him by, hey, Black Dynamite. I'm sure some people's probably done that to him before too.
Oh, hell yeah.
Kind of like with Dave Chappelle, when some people, when the Rick James phenomenon was going, people were walking up there like, I'm Rick James, bitch. When they were doing that. It's probably the same thing for Black Dynamite. When was the first time you saw Black Dynamite?
I don't even know. I just remember my brother Henry introduced it to me. It came out in 2009, so maybe 4 or 5 years after that, tops. Okay. I think. If that far away, I really don't remember. But I remember watching it. I remember him also telling me about the it was either him or somebody else that told me about the animated series. Either way.
No, animated series.
Well, and I had a good time with them both. The movie, hilarious. And I just know it just from recent memory from watching it earlier today. But
the cartoon, it just seems like you can go outside the realms of reality a little bit more in the cartoon world. It even makes situations even more funnier. Actually, we're gonna do a breakdown on the seasons one time and stuff too. So that might be we might just break down the episodes and do reviews of each episode because there's a lot of funny stuff.
Dynamite.
That whole thing.
There's so much. Yeah, there's so much. You're like, holy, when did this happen? Why did this happen? How did this happen?
That Stevie Wonder when they're singing superstitious or whatever. They're singing all these stupid. Anyway, that was some good shit. Such a great damn animated series. Not as good as Boondocks, but however, it's really, really funny. And very similar animation style to Creature Commandos, which makes me wonder, in the Creature Commandos, when they were thinking about doing that, were they inspired by Black Dynamite? Because a lot of it looks very, very similar. But
maybe that's interesting. I hope so. Hope so.
It just looks very similar to me. But but back to the movie, just from the start of the movie, we meet his brother Jimmy, where all he wanted to do was just go back to the streets that he came from, because of some jive rundown or whatever he was dealing with, because the jive turkeys had a pin,
You're hearing that jive a lot. You're hearing jive a lot.
And it's like a dialogue I think is like intentionally done in some aspects to be bad, because like when the guy's like, he's dead, I'm like, well duh. But when the sergeant shows up, that's like when they're already starting to put the foot on the gas, because like he spoils like, do you know whose brother this is? And then also they start showing like clips from like these other Blaxploitation movies. Because I don't know if you knew that, like those first couple of sequences when stuff is exploding, there's like a fight sequence that is not from Black Dynamite. That's from other movies in the 70s. Like when a guy got punched in the throat, also he held 30 keeled over and fell over like this with his eyes wide open. That's the scene from a 70s movie. I cannot remember what the scene is, but Willie from Fred Sanford, Aunt Esther's wife or husband, and Fred, he's in that movie too. And he was part of the sequences also. And I think he got killed or whatever, but still, all that just leading up to, your Black Dynamite with the women, and like, you keep on, you're gonna wake up the other women, and because he's a hustler, he's a pimp, he's like Austin Powers for black people, it's like, the women love him, and all the dudes want to be like him.
Yeah, that's exactly what he is.
I wish I could be like Black Dynamite. It's the smooth lines, just like when a woman tells him or whatever that I'm gonna be getting off in about 15 minutes. He's like, you got that shit right. I mean, damn, who comes?
Yeah.
Like, why can't I be this smooth? So if you're listening, all the things that Black Dynamite is, Lord, give me. I want those powers. I want that. I don't even need the kung fu. Just give me, just the smooth stuff. And as we welcome the great Mick Manhattanfrom Snobs. How you doing?
Far from great. I'm very late.
That's fine.
Oh, I'm all over the place. I do have to say, Austin Powers. I mean, it's Black Dynamite. That's no Austin Powers. That's way.
I don't know.
Have you seen Mike Myers?
But I'm just saying what the lady said. Women love him too, and the guys want to be like. I remember somebody saying that in Austin Powers. It might have been the first one. I mean, I could actually quiet as kept. I could go for an Austin Powers Black Dynamite like mashup movie. But that shit would be pretty damn funny.
That'd be interesting.
I want Roger Moore's Bond and Black Dynamite to team up.
It could have worked, hell, you already know my feelings about Roger Moore,
that's the only Bond.
Yeah, Black Dynamite, Live and Let Die.
Put him in The Man with the Golden Gun. You see, they go off against each other. The Man with the Golden Gun is so sure of himself, and then Black Dynamite comes out and kicks him in the face.
or he throws that boomerang thing in there. Threw him a fuck out to the room.
That shit was hilarious. I was like, I loved the ridiculousness of this movie. It worked so freaking well to where it was just like, it didn't bother, so for certain movies, how they have like the cheesiness of it, you're like, this is fucking corny. This is stupid. I can't watch this. This was not that. This was the complete opposite. This was like, no, I need more. I want more.
Yeah, is intentional cheese there,
Yeah.
With the boom mic hanging over the top of the screen, and all of a sudden kind of fades off, or when a bullhorn accidentally slaps a dude or whatever, the dude like motherfucker, and all of a sudden they switch, it's like a whole new actor, and they finish in the scene. There's like a bunch of little moments in there that's just great stuff. And I feel like, we're gonna talk about the movie obviously further because we're only like 5 minutes in, but this is one of those series that I feel like we've been cheated as Americans not to have a trilogy of Black Dynamite. And
I would love a trilogy of this.
What's that?
No, I was gonna say I would love a trilogy of this.
And people look at me when I just look at me. Write a letter to your congressman and make this thing happen. Put this thing into action, people. We're kind of redoing a bunch of ridiculous things now. Why not ask for a Black Dynamite?
Now's the time to do it.
Why not? What's your thoughts, Mick? Are you gonna contact your local congressman and stuff to get this trilogy on the road?
I'll do it after I write some other letters first. There's a couple other things I must address first.
You're a busy man, but if you could please put this on your docket, man, I'd appreciate it.
100%. Well, you don't write to your congressman for Michael Jai White to step back into Black Dynamite. You write to God. You say, listen, God, it's your boy, Mickey. And I just want you to know, I'd really love a new Black Dynamite. Please bring back everyone and add some and more Put Sturdy in there. Put
Yes.
Troy in there. Keep me far away unless I'm a bad guy who dies.
Well, somebody has to be the drug dealer in the Black Dynamite film.
Yeah. Actually,
I'm more than happy to be Mr. Big.
we pretty much have the cast in our group chat. We have a Puerto Rican now too, Chris. He's back. And we have a bunch of white guys that can play the bad guys.
I want to be one of the pimps sitting in the background, Michael, Brian McKnight and Bokeem Woodbine. I want to be sitting in the back with them. I want to have a cool ass pimp name too. Yeah, Brian McKnight's in that damn movie. His pimp name is Sweet Meat. If you look at the credits at the end, yeah, his name is Sweet Meat.
That's hilarious. Oh my god.
That was such a great scene. Can you dig it? No. I sell drugs to the community.
But Black Dynamite, I sell drugs to the community. Captain Kangaroo Pimp.
I see what you say, and I agree with you, Mick. Now that I think about it, I can watch anything with Michael Jai White in it. I really can.
Yep, and I'm telling you should. I'm saying this to all of you your Trojans. Can you call them your Trojan army?
That's better than Troy of Maniacs. Then I have to say brother at the end of everything and stuff, and then there's a theme.
You can still do Troy Maniacs. I have hundreds of things. Keep going.
Trojans, Trojan Troy.
Troy's Trojan army.
Oh my gosh. People are gonna start mailing them condoms for fan mail.
Call them Trojan
horses. Hey, I'm trying to brand stuff. Hell, got the logo. I could throw it on one of them. Hey.
But let me tell you, Trojan something. You Troy Maniacs. Oh, it's WrestleMania weekend, so let me tell you, Troy Maniacs.
Troy Hill prevents.
So.
Yeah, I got a whole brand that's going to be coming out here real soon, people.
How the hell did we get on Troy Hill
crazy. Pills, creams, oils, the whole damn.
He's going for the whole thing, the whole shebang.
Might as well.
He's right.
Damn right. Go for it, man. Somebody's
I'm gonna try and buy that catchphrase from UPS back in the day. Mine was gonna say, "Get a Troy Hill prophylactic." What can Brown do for you? You know that.
Troy Hill doesn't just talk anymore.
No, he's not.
Now
that's the brand right there, Troy Hill. Anyway.
Oh God.
You got to do like a bow nose. You got to be like Troy Hill. Don't just talk.
And what's funny about this is all this stuff that we're talking about. If you've seen Black Dynamite, like this ridiculousness would fit for a commercial in this movie.
Absolutely. And all we gotta say is the sponsor is backed by the United States government at the end, and everybody will buy it.
Don't drink that Anaconda shit though.
I don't know if that's true anymore. I don't think you guys have your finger on the pulse of America right now. I'm not saying nothing.
If they come out with Troy, if America comes out with an Anaconda beer or some beverage next, don't touch it. You know what that is?
Too late.
Be some good damn liquor. You would have to notice that.
I'm just kidding. I didn't drink Anaconda drink. I was born this way.
Oh my God. So much with this movie. Like this is one of those movies. I'm gonna say this. This is a watch party movie. This is
it is. It really is.
Not as ridiculous or as silly as Helen Keller versus the Night Wolves, but this is definitely a watch party film. Up there close to that. And I say watch it with a group of people that have that like mind, laughing, silly sense of humor, can just turn your brain off, turn the offensiveness off, because there's a lot of stuff that people can easily get offended by, but it's hilarious. It's fucking funny. Yeah. It is what it's supposed to be. And I want to see more stuff like this. We need more comedy like this. We really do. Especially in times like this. We need to be able to laugh at something. And this made us fucking laugh.
When Tommy Davis, when they pull up in the helicopter and they got to the White House, and he's like, "Hey, Black Dynamite, look, it's the H house."
Oh my God.
I should have known. Tricky dick. I can't do his voice. His
He
fucking
did.
voice is so perfect. in
Black
that movie.
Dynamite, Tasty Freeze.
Tasty.
Yo, cream corn. Tommy Davidson was fucking cream corn.
Yep, born and chocolate giddy
Oh
up.
my gosh. Captain Yancey.
What we gotta do, everybody, is we gotta collectivize. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about, man?
Collectivize. Oh my gosh. People just saying shit.
God. It was so good. There's so many movies this pairs well
Yeah.
with.
Oh,
I would watch this with Undercover Brother, or I'd watch this with
Helen Keller versus Mike.
My Name is Dolomite.
yeah. You know the people, the
Eddie
Undercover
Murphy
Brother,
movie.
and actually Michael Jai White plays Undercover Brother in it. I have not seen it. Yes.
Does he?
Wait, say that again?
There's
Is there a
to
sequel?
Undercover Brother, and he's played by Michael Jai White.
I'm telling you right now, it's the greatest goddamn movie in the planet. I didn't know that. I'm gonna watch it. I'm ashamed of myself for missing that Michael Jai White film. I am a fanboy of that man. His movies are awesome.
Undercover Brother 2. Well, we'll do Undercover Brother 1 and 2. That's the next movies we're gonna do.
Have you watched Undercover Brother? Because it's
older. I've seen that with Eddie Griffin.
Yep, Eddie Griffin.
Yeah. That shit was so funny.
So good.
Boom, there you go, Mick.
Undercover Brother 2. And I did not know he was the star. I am all in. I'm telling you guys right
That's
now.
your crush?
I'm telling you right now. Listen to me. Hear me about Michael Jai White, the great Michael Jai White.
He is a legend.
He is.
He'll take over sequels, all right? And the franchise gets better. I told Sturdy this. Never Back Down. I was an extra in that first movie of Never Back Down about the little high school kids that are fighting with their MMA. And then not putting down MMA, but the little high school kids fighting.
I respect people in MMA. I mean, not because it's a tough sport, but I'm not fighting no grown-ass man barefooted. To me, that's just creepy.
That's fair.
Crazy.
Don't need that fungus.
I mean, it's just creepy. Just imagine you get tackled and stuff. Ain't nothing you can do. All of a sudden, you got a grown damn man's bare ass foot all pressed up in your damn face.
Kevin Von Erich just jumps down and fucking smothers you.
See, for me, it's more so of like for like that sport really quick. Just because we're talking about it, I can't just fight somebody for the sport of it. Like, that's not something like people have to. You have to be a little off. I'm a little off just in other ways.
Yeah, you got to say something about my kids and my mom and make me want to fight you. You can't I just can't fight somebody.
And it has to like feel like it's coming from hate. You can't just say it just to make me punch you in the face. Like that's not gonna work. Just to try to egg me out like that. No, man.
So, Mick, are you walking around and sitting there just like blowing up people and hell like a bunch of air, just challenging people to brawls and stuff? Like, like Russell Crowe on The Simpsons?
I don't have that Black Dynamite confidence.
Like Russell Crowe on South Park or whatever, riding around.
Oh, God. more like Russell Crowe. Well, not really. I don't get angry like that. I was gonna say an Unhinged, but like he was like really angry. I don't get angry like that. Like I don't even get like car angry. Like if somebody cuts me off, I'm like, I guess I gotta get somewhere.
You put up this hand a lot. I don't get mad, but when I do put up this hand a lot, like what the?
Yeah,
a lot when I'm driving in Texas.
You know what really gets me like annoyed now, like angry, annoyed now, is everything in threes. You know, like if I have to repeat myself 3 times, it's like that guy in Austin Powers where he's like, I'll tell you the truth if you ask me 3 times. It's like, I just get annoyed if I have to say something like 3 times. And I have kids.
So you're a dad. You're a dad. That happens probably every day.
Yeah.
But I've been working, man. I've been working on more patience. And I was like, that's the test.
Yeah, but there's still certain things where it's just like, oh my fucking goodness. I told this kid 16 times today.
Because I'll be like, don't do that. Don't do that. don't do, and like they're like, why are you yelling? And it's like, because I said
you
it
don't
3
listen. That's
times,
why.
and you've
The only
already
way-
done it.
The only way you listen is if I yell. That's how I get your attention.
And the funny thing is, too, in the kids' mind, you've only that third time that they hear, that's the time that they think you just said it one time. You know, why is he yelling the first time? Shit, I'm supposed to get another few more times.
You want to? My 8-year-old, right? I'm sitting up in the chair. Sometimes I like to look at my kid and she'd be like, that's a great kid. You know, just like kind of glance at your kid and be like, hey, that's a great kid. I love that kid. And I did that the other day. And he turns around and goes, why are you mad at me? And I'm like, I didn't say anything.
Damn.
He's like, but you're looking at me. And I'm like, I was just looking at you. I don't know. Just turn around. I'm
yeah,
like,
that I get that with my youngest Kaiser. I find myself sometimes like kind of just he'll be sitting there, he'll be like making a beat or something, or he'll be sitting there just like the TV's looking, like with a little smile on his face. I look at him like smile, like, yeah, there he is, you know, look at him. That's my youngest there. You know, just look at me like, what did I do? What you know, like something wrong with me, man. I'm trying to admire one of my creations, you know, part of my work and stuff, you know. But they'll never get it. They'll get it once.
Never.
They'll
get it when
they'll get it.
Yeah. That's when they'll understand. They'll just be like, all right. He wasn't mad. He's just an ogre. Yeah. You know, he just looked angry.
So with Black Dynamite, what's some more of your memorable moments?
Oh my God. Every single one. When he's yelling at her for no reason, he's like, get the fuck out. He's like, I'll send you back to what was it, Randy with the hot iron. Oh. I'm like, are you kidding me? He's just screaming.
Is that what he told? Is that what he said? Shut up, bitch, to the one chick that was talking? Yeah, shut up, bitch. I knew it was you. Get out of here. I was like, God damn.
I knew who it was. We walked.
It's so mean.
It sounds worse without saying it, but if you watch it in the movie, you'll see the comedic humor of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's done for effect. Because to explain it a little more, like it is a complete and utter. I wouldn't even say satirical version. It is, but like they take it very seriously the way they shot it. Is black exploitation film in the 70s. It looks like the 70s. It's shot like they shot black exploitation films in the 70s. And it's wonderful. And I love how they put all of this together. They did it better than even like I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker, which does take place in the 80s, but you see it was trying to go for that vibe as well.
But they don't capture like the club scenes, the chase sequences, those scenes like in Black Dynamite, pure.
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
And
everything felt
just
real.
Shout out Worst Damn Gamer from earlier when we were all watching this movie together. He was saying he thought this movie was from the 70s. Like he asked us a few times. I was like, nah. I was like, this was from and then he looked up, he's like, oh shit, this was from 2009. I was like, yeah.
The thing that was from the 70s in that movie and the Black Dynamite was the sequence when the cop was starting to talk about, do you know who this man is? It's like show a few fight sequences. Those are clips from 70s Blaxploitation movies. I can't tell you what the name of those movies are, but they are legit movies. But I mean, those scenes are from actual 70s movies. Scene where the guy gets hit in the throat, he's holding his throat, and he passes out. That's from a 70s movie. So
I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch then because I wasn't 100% sure about that. So a lot of that stuff did look, man, it looked old,
but
you know, in such a good way. Yeah. Like
you're talking about like a 45-minute or 45-second sequence or whatever. This is literally from when the cop is talking about, do you know who this guy is? Blah 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 blah. You know, and then all of a sudden it gets to him with the women and stuff. You know, that's between the cop talking and the women. That was some 70s movies right there. Those are some clips from some 70s movies. And I'm going to find out what those movies were. Because
nothing was better than the ones of his brother in the beginning when he's just like, what's going on? Are we going to do business or what? And he's good. He's actually a fellow geek. He was also on that show Grace and Frankie. He played the oldest son. So it was cool to see him. He's young in this. I might be getting, maybe he looked just like him. So I'm assuming it like exactly like him.
Oh.
Now I realize now.
Yep.
I just got out of Sinners. My mind is all over the place. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you're all sweating because Michael, whatever his name is, had his shirt off again, huh?
Two.
Oh, they both.
Two of them.
Yeah.
Two
They're
of
all
them.
hot and bothered now. That's what your problem is.
Like everyone in that movie, I love.
Man.
I mean, the Ryan
How-
Coogler.
I didn't see it yet, but how was
regulars,
it without
but-
spoiling it? Because I know you both seen it.
It's badass. It's the best movie I've seen in quite some damn time.
Yes. My favorite horror movie of the year. One of my favorites of the year.
Excellent character development. They take the time to get you kind of attached to almost every character in the movie.
I like that.
Music.
Not 100% perfect. There is some things I would like to talk to somebody when the time does come. But
I'm there with you.
damn it,
There you go.
damn it. This is the first movie I've been to since, because I had some health issues I had to deal with since Wolfman. And oh God, if you gotta go see it.
Yeah.
So,
You got to see it, dude.
so
Yeah,
much-
like I
gotta
said,
see
me and the
it.
wife, we plan on going to see it at the very latest Monday. So
Yeah.
everything goes good Monday.
I don't want to say what it is, Troy. I just want to see your sort of reaction to it because I fell in love with it. Sammy's final performance. Sammy when he finally performs. That whole
my
sequence.
God.
Oh my! It's fucking genius filmmaking. It's genius
There's
filmmaking.
So much stuff invested in going on in that scene, and I don't know if you saw it in IMAX or not. I saw it in IMAX. So,
I did not.
that's a whole experience in itself too. I mean, if you can get a chance to see it in IMAX, it's just some beautiful scenes. It's not anything just spectacular. I mean, it could be like a single frame shot where there's like the brothers just out there in their vehicle, but it shows like this big ass like wide field and stuff. It's just so damn well shot. Transition scenes, just like one key scene where they're looking for somebody. I'm not sure they're going. It's kind of panning around and circling around almost at the same damn time. It's so damn badass, man. It's just the way.
I want to get the information on what went into the cinematography on that, the camera angles, the whole night. They had to be using certain types of cranes or jibs. If they're not using those, then they're using drones. It's got to be, because there was a lot of movements where it was one shot. Oh my God, it's so good.
It's
so good.
It sound, even the transition of sound, where it's like they're kind of like looking at it like, well, have you seen him? Blah, blah, blah. No, and it like spins it. It's kind of like going. It's just really, really cool.
Oh my God.
And
yeah,
I don't know if you saw the trailer or whatever.
Oh no, I skipped those.
Okay, it's probably best that you do with this one. I would say, if you have, does it spoil the experience? Me personally, I still enjoyed the hell out of everything. So it really didn't, because I watched both of them. Yeah. But some people, are going to be a little bit different, when it comes to that. But shit, man.
I will only say this in sort of disagreeing with you, because that trailer was just like, wow, like it is such a great trailer. But the Tommy gun scene, which is in the trailer, I'm not giving anything away, and I'm not saying anything. I'm not even going to talk about it, other than seeing that in the trailer and then getting into that movie theater and seeing just how that whole thing plays out. I'm so glad that was a teaser. That was a genuine teaser I haven't had in a long, long time. So thank you for that, Ryan Coogler, as well. Because I was very happy to find out what was going on.
People that have not seen this movie, don't get up and leave when you think it's over, because it's not over.
No.
And
that's why you're late sometimes. Because you misunderstood the assignment when you thought it was an hour and 45 minutes, and it was 2 hours and 17 minutes, and you're going to want to watch all of them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's not some like Marvel one-shot shit neither. It's like a full-fledged, this is the movie still. It's still the damn movie that's going on.
Nope.
So
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
yeah, it's really, really good.
That's awesome. That's fucking exciting. I want to see that shit.
Yeah, you're gonna. I got a feeling just from the things we've watched and done some watch parties for. Not saying that it's like a Dusk Till Dawn type movie. It's still kind of different, but it has like elements. It has like certain elements. It kind of puts it in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you think about it too, and not to step on you, I'm sorry, but if you think about it too, because one of my, at first when I was watching it, I was like, when is this going to pick up to really the change? You know how like it gets, you have some horror and then it gets to like that change where the big reveal comes. I'm like, I thought it came way too late for as long of a movie as it is. It didn't bother me because the story within the movie, I was like, I don't even really need that right now because I'm enjoying the story so much. And then once you get to it, you're like, oh shit. You're like, all right, this really ties together. But my point with that is like, it bothered me at first, and then I thought of From Dusk Till Dawn, and they did the same thing. If you really think about From Dusk Till Dawn, it doesn't pop off until like the last 30 minutes.
See, to me, I think what was different with Dusk Till Dawn is that it seemed like it still was like in that 10-minute transition from going from point A to point C, so to speak. It just seems like they stayed on B a little bit longer from Dusk Till Dawn, and it seemed like they were on B for like 2 seconds, and all of a sudden, here we are. That was like my complaint about Sinners. It just seemed like we're debating, and also like, oh hell, here we are.
Yeah, that I get that 100%. Can't wait to talk about that.
Without giving anything away. So
I can't wait to see it. I really can't wait to see it.
Oh, I can't wait for you to see it. But Black Dynamite too. Like it was perfect to like kind of watch this earlier and then go into Sinners and just have black cinema all day. I even got out of Raccoon City real quick. I'm like, nah, this is not my vibe right now.
It's all good. It's all good. On to animation next, which I'm excited for.
But no, I mean, the people have not seen Sinners and stuff. I mean, I've done my review. You can check it out on the channel. Mick, he's going to be doing his show tomorrow. Seen Snobs, they're going to be talking about it and stuff. I'm definitely going to be trying to get in and listen if I can get out of work in time because I'm working crazy ass summer hours right now at the moment. But definitely.
Oh yeah, man. If you can, if you're home too, if you want to come out and
I would absolutely love it. So if I can make that happen, I will certainly do. Because I've been chomping at the bit to try to talk to somebody about because I haven't said anything. I kind of like Mick, when I messaged you on Monday, I'm like, when do you see this movie? It's like, buddy, it's like, oh shit. I was hoping that you were gonna see it like a Monday or Tuesday or something like that too. I'm like, oh, maybe,
They had a screening like not too far from me that I had an invite to, but I was like, I can't drive out there on a Monday, so I was just waiting until today. I usually don't do
Monday was a long day for me. I woke up at 4:30 in the morning. I left to work. I left for work at like 5:45. Started work at 7:10. I couldn't even go home or whatever because it's like downtown Dallas, for where they were doing the screening at. So I mean, I just had to go from work to there. I didn't get home to like 10:30 and stuff, and then I was jittery like you are now. I'm like, how the hell am I gonna go to sleep? It's like I felt like Santa Claus coming the next damn day with Christmas even shit, man. I wasn't going to no damn sleep. So
yeah, and then you gotta and the tough thing with that too, like, don't get me wrong, I love going to the movies. I even like going to the movies during the week. It's just like, oh yeah, I got to get up the next day. So it's like, and then you also, I think things that we don't think about or things that people don't think about, like when you're like, I need to go home and I still need to unwind. Like, yes, I may have went to the movies, but I didn't get to go home. I didn't get to sit down. I didn't get to shower. Like I didn't get to do that. I had to go. It's like boom, 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 boom.
It depends on the movie. Depends on the movie though too, because last week I went and saw the Amateur on Wednesday, I believe it was another screening. Oh, actually I forgot. Yeah, I did go see the Amateur. So yeah, I saw Wolfman. And that was my first movie going back to movies. The Amateur. That just shows how much I really thought about the Amateur. The Amateur was worth enough for me to do out of theater reaction video. I'm like, I'm not even wasting time to even talk about this movie that ran basically a half an hour too long, in my opinion. And it seemed like, I mean, if you want to talk about trailers giving away a bunch of stuff, I mean, they gave away the best kill in the trailer and stuff for the Amateur. You pay what's that guy's name? Punisher John. Yeah, Bernthal. I don't even understand why he was even in the damn movie. I mean, did they give him like SA stamps just to be in the movie or something? I mean, you couldn't give somebody cash at the show for like that 5-minute role. They could have gave that role to anybody. They could have. Here's.
You know what? I think it's all the algorithms now. And when they have these algorithms of who's popular, who's hot, if you're making this type of movie, who would play this? And it's like, well, he was Punisher, and he would be and he's hot right now because Punisher.
But to people that have not seen Amateur, you think about that you might want to see it. Don't waste the money to go see it at the movie theater. That movie's literally gonna be on streaming in about 3 weeks. I mean, I'm not saying the movie's horrible. I'm not saying the movie's bad. But I'm just saying it's not a movie for a movie experience. Now, Sinners is a damn experience.
Yeah.
The crowd got into it. Everybody was into it.
I'm actually thinking about going to see it in IMAX. I don't do that.
It's worth it. I mean, the last 2 movies I've seen in IMAX is
Two Girls, One Cup,
which was highly worth it.
See?
And this one. I mean, I know Mick has his reservations about Romulus. I get that. But just with the crowd experience and stuff, I mean, to me, sometimes the crowd plays into the overall movie experience. It could be just like a movie that could be average, but you got people cheering, you got people like laughing along, you got people with the tension.
Minecraft, the crowd experience is fun.
Well, even back to Sinners. Now, there is one scene in that movie where I was like, had my hands up like this, sitting there thinking like, I hope, because it's just one scene to have me just like, is they going to do this? Is this going to actually happen? I mean, because I've seen it happen in movies before.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Those movies, 2, for example.
Yeah. I kind of wish I saw this in a theater more with black people. I think it would have been a lot more fun.
I went with a mixture. So it was black people. It was weird. I mean, with
this was like a local group by me, and it's a lot of white ladies, and and stuff like that, and like there's some guys in there, but it's like it's that ending, like I was like ready to go, woo, and like I heard like one like. And I was like, yeah, all right, I know where I am. And that's cool. But I just wanted to like excitement. When I go to the movie theater, I want that. I love that. Like when you go to a Marvel movie and everybody's like, yeah.
Troy, you need to pick them up and bring them.
It's like, but like, I want to be with people. Like I would want to go to see a Marvel movie with Marvel fans and geeks. So like when I'm watching Sinners and I say I want to watch it in a theater more with black people in there, it's because I know it's going to be more appreciated.
Yeah.
All the nuances.
And there's a lot going on. I mean, like I said, I'm going to try to hop on your show tomorrow because it's more than a vampire movie. Yeah. It's about, to me, is about freedom and what your interpretation of freedom, what your interpretation is freedom. What is freedom to you? Because it can be a lot of different things to a lot of different people, and it's proven in some instances. It talks about racism, obviously the Jim Crow era. It talks about just like a bunch of different things. The idea of religion, is it a tool to better you or is it a tool to weaken you? There's a whole bunch of different ways you can interpret this movie. It just jumps on a bunch of different topics that are really, really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. One of the very cool things I thought that Ryan Coogler added, a very cool nuance is the wooden nickels and the separate what was it, where were they, the bills, not the Confederate bills, they were just the Jim Crow era. They had those separate money for black people, but he also showed the town, how the Asian family had to keep going from the white-owned store to the black-owned store to help, and it's like just right across the street from each other. It's like, this is insanely detailed. So I thought that was Ryan Coogler.
Yep, and masterfully the music is a character in itself. You know, it's just
Yeah.
it's just such
Oh,
a
yeah.
God. It's just so damn good.
I'm glad to hear that, though. I'm glad
This
to
was
hear that.
my
'Cause it,
of the year. I mean, I think it was my number 2, I believe. Well, obviously it was Superman, but hell, I don't know if I'm excited for Superman, but I don't know if Superman's going to be better than that. You know,
Yeah, I know. It was good. It was so
and
good.
it might be an unpopular opinion. It might just be me, but the Fantastic Four trailer, I saw it today, and I will say after hearing the characters talk, I'm less interested in seeing this movie.
that
I'm not as excited. I don't get excited for Marvel products anymore.
Yeah, and I still have a problem with what's her name, with Julie Gardner. That's her.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Silver Surfer. But
Why can't she be like, are you guys the ones protecting F and Earth? Why can't she be Ruth from why can't she still be Ruth from Ozark, man?
God, yeah. You know what scares me though? Every time she acts normal in a movie, it's not good.
Wolfman was
Wolfman.
terrible.
Oh my God. So like I'm like, and she had like a normal voice in this. So I was like,
Yep.
oh shit. I was like, the action kind of looked cool.
Yep, I want
was
Reed
like-
Richards to ask her a question. I want her to be like, I don't know fuck about shit. Just skis on, surfs on away and shit to the galaxy.
oh shit.
Dude. All I know is friggin' I don't care how many stars you throw at it, or a little like even like the Marvel nuances, which I used to love. I used to love those little things. And now they've just sort of like burdened me over the years with some of their stuff that has just been crammed down our throats. So it's just been like, when I get to it,
It's
if I
been
like
a lot.
it, great.
You know, it makes you just wonder. Maybe a reboot would have been in order after Endgame. They should have started and took like 5-6 years off and just rebooted the thing again. You know, with a whole new storyline, whole new actors or whatever. Maybe they should have went that route because, I mean, I do believe with Black Panther Chadwick Boseman, I do believe with him passing away. I think that caused part of the problem. You know, because he was going to be one people are going to carry that torch going on to the next deal. So I think him passing away, that didn't help matters, and it's just. I mean, I know some people like Ant-Man 3, but I prefer I like the grounded Ant-Man movies. And I just thought it was just too ambitious for an Ant-Man movie. In terms of where you're talking like where he's going to be the one of the I mean, I get it. I mean, I understand why, but maybe that movie could have been better served with another superhero besides him. Maybe a superhero, maybe featuring him. You know, for what his skill set is versus it all on him.
Allow me to propose a different thought about that movie. Keep Ant-Man and everything in it and take Kang out. I think you enjoy that movie more. If you just make MODOK the main villain, still spazzy or whatever, I think you enjoy that more because then there's no ties to Kang. You don't got to worry about anything there, and it's just a throwaway Ant-Man movie.
I like that. Or you just have Kang win at the end. It's like at the end when they're like doing like the end off, and Paul Rudd's walking down the street, and he's sitting there talking about all the stuff they've been through, and they're like, "Well, maybe I didn't win." That right there is when you do the transition where his ass is still stuck out wherever the hell he was at, and Kang did win. And then Kang starts narrating what really happened. And then that's how you close it versus having him lose. I mean,
I would say, yeah. I mean, listen, I love that ending. Don't get me wrong. As a film fan, love the ending. From a producing standpoint, I'd be like, you can't do that. Even from a writing standpoint, like, you can't do that. Not to Ant-Man. I was like, there's a lot of characters you can leave places and hurt or kill. You can't do it to funny Ant-Man. Like you can't do it. Like think about all the characters and think about like how you'd want who could handle movies that don't end well? You know, Iron Man could, because he had the, that it's an actor, has the gravitas for it. Even Chris Evans, I think, could pull it off as Captain America. It might be a stretch, but he could. I think that's really it. Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Just because you're doing it to Ant-Man at that moment doesn't mean it's like a permanent thing. I mean, we did dust Spider-Man. Kids are crying. I mean, back eventually.
But that's it. He started dramatic.
Well, that's true too.
He's not.
That's true too. No, I get that. No, that's an excellent point, actually.
It's just the comedic fact, because leaving, it'd be like watching Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein, and at the end, Abbott gets killed. It's not funny, but to us with dark humor, it's funny.
Coming out singing "It's So Hard to Say Goodbye." I'm thinking about a whole bunch of additional shit.
Because to me, I'm looking at it as like Abbott gets killed, and Costello stands over and goes, "Hey, Abbott." It's like you can't end a comedy as a tragedy.
I get hey, fine. We can't have Ace Ventura die at the very, very end. We can't have Ace Ventura.
You can, but it better be ironic, and there better be an idea that he
we can't have Undercover Brother die. We certainly can't have Black Dynamite die as well.
Listen, Skeletor created the stingers. All right, those little after credit scenes. Thank you, Skeletor, I guess.
Or what Freddy versus Jason, he's walking holding the head, he just looks up, I'm still here.
Winking, laughing.
And speaking of Freddy versus Jason, I really, really enjoy that movie. And I'm disappointed they did not make a sequel to that.
It was a fun movie. It was a fun movie.
I thought it was fun as shit for what it was. But but we've talked about on this show, I know you guys talked about it, like certain movies that you go to, you gotta have the right frame of mind before you go into the movie to begin with.
Oh yeah.
So if you go into the frame of mind that you feel like you're gonna try and watch some type of Shakespeare stuff, but you're watching Fred Jason, you're probably gonna be disappointed.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you want to see some Shakespearean shit, don't ask me, because I'm not gonna send you in that direction at all.
Your first question would be I can't think her damn name or whatever. First, what was the lady and stuff with the Wolfman fighting wolves or whatever? A zombie hunter, Helen Keller.
Helen Keller versus the Night Wolf.
Versus Helen Keller in this film.
I want to challenge Sturdy for a second.
Okay.
I can see why you would say that about Shakespeare, but I almost want to give you a little challenge to try and read something. And one in particular is a favorite of mine, is Julius Caesar. Okay. I think it's a brilliant play, and I think if you read it, I think you'd really like it.
Reading it is fine, but as far as watching it, nah.
I would even argue that once maybe you read it, you might watch some of the stuff. Like watch some of the old stuff, like Much Ado About Nothing was really good. I think that was Kenneth Branagh, Keanu Reeves, Denzel Washington was in that. Like there's a lot of really fun stuff. Or was that it? Or am I crossing? There's a lot in the 90s, especially. If Kenneth Branagh was involved, you were going to get some really good Shakespeare movies. Dramatic, and it doesn't have that, it doesn't feel antiquated. Also Romeo and Juliet from the 90s was a fantastic version by Baz Luhrmann, with Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes and such. They speak in the proper version of Shakespeare, but it's all up to date. They're like now Los Angeles gangs, two rival gangs. Yeah, very well done.
Who
Yeah,
who did-
I'll always challenge people on Shakespeare. I think anyone, even especially in movies or going to see the plays or something, if you're, if you've never given it a try, and I get that because more and more we've moved away from it over the past like 40 years, especially. There's so much brilliance there. There's so much brilliance. I think anybody can find something.
I know
about
they're
Shakespeare that they really
completely different, but I prefer, as far as like older writing and all that stuff, I prefer Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah.
I know it's completely different. But
Yeah. Oh,
that's
yeah,
my
yeah.
guy.
Perfect. Yeah. Again, that's another one. I think that's why
I'll
you
read or
would
watch his
like
stuff,
Shakespeare.
but it's also more geared towards like the horror realm too, with his writings.
I remember when I was in 8th grade, we had the
we'll talk about Shakespeare horror.
Was it King Oedipus or whatever? The Greek mythology, was it Greek story or whatever? I think I saw a movie of it maybe too. Maybe there's like a movie adaptation of it, but that's a great read, and just to see a movie of it too is a really kind of cool story. It's like even Sigmund Freud had like shit on that on the movie. What was the Edible Complex or some shit like that? But
Want to bang your mom?
But anyways, we got off the
Black Dynamite
again.
Black Dynamite.
Sinners is back.
The Anaconda
check that
trunk.
shit out. What's wrong with you? Anyway.
Yeah, you need to check that movie out.
Fucking A, dude.
What's your overall 1 out of 10 for Black Dynamite, Mick?
7.5.
Okay.
It's such a good movie. I mean, it has
its flaws, yeah, but it's fun.
Has its flaws, but it's I love it. It's always going to make me laugh, and it's got great rewatchability. So yeah, I give it a 7.5.
What about you, Sir Sturdy?
Let me give it a 10.
I
had such a great time with it. Because
he has been doling out 10s. Like
the way I rate movies, it's not only just how good the movie was. I mean, unless it's a fucking terrible movie, then that's gonna be a different thing. But if I'm having a great time with it, and the type of movie this was, where you're not really supposed to take it serious anyway, you're supposed to have a fun, good time with it, and it did that for me. So I'm giving it a 10. I was laughing a lot in this movie.
I do agree with your thought process on that. I do think there's movies that I think there's grading scales like different. There's like the serious movie, and then there's the movie that overall experience, laughability, rewatchability is what it might not be. It's not perfect, but I mean, I give Black Dynamite probably like 8.5, 9 in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also giving. So I mean, just to give you an example, I would probably give you a 9, 9.5, maybe for Sinners right now. And those movies are not comparable at all. But
they're two different types, 2 different styles, 2 different types.
It's just 2 different type of.
They're on 2 different spectrums. They're in 2 different. They're in 2 different classes.
I will say Sinners is not just one of my favorite movies of the moment. This will probably be my watch with this movie will probably be different than others. This is like a movie. This is like a little companion piece. Maybe we'll watch with like a Django Unchained. I could watch a Django Unchained and then watch Sinners or whatever. That would kind of probably be my type of vibe. Or what? But I mean, this is up there one of my favorite vampire movies, maybe. To me, the Holy Grail probably still is Lost Boys. But it's something about Lost Boys, that whole damn vibe and that damn fun and just the magic of the damn 80s and stuff. The magic of a guy playing a saxophone shirtless for no reason and just fucking singing and shit. It's magical.
Sometimes you gotta do that, Troy. Sometimes you just gotta do that. Get a saxophone, you'll understand.
Hey, I used to play saxophone. Actually, I got a trophy. I got trophies and a medal for being a saxophone player back in the days.
I don't doubt that with that.
You also have children because you used to play the saxophone.
That's where I gotta have those like dynamite lines and stuff. Where the girl will be like, "How can we get off in about 15 minutes?" I'll be like, "You right about that shit."
Listen, Troy. Here's the deal, Troy. I'm gonna need you to go get that saxophone because this whole vibe you got going on here is perfect for a saxophone. And then when you go live, you're playing your music. How are you not separate. It'd be, I don't know how saxophone sounds.
It would be hilarious if Troy was hyping us up to be like he really knew how to play it, but he got the saxophone, but that's what he did. Just making
He could though. He could just do random ass sounds. He doesn't have to
that'd be
like
so
do a
funny.
song. If he can, great. It'd probably be even better. But like if you're on TikTok live just with the saxophone playing your next song and you're just like, yeah, you know, tell a story or something about how like, you know,
I don't
fucking
make up
whatever.
a story about her.
Make up a story like Black Dynamite and you were fucking driving together and kicking ass and taking names and just start fucking blasting on the saxophone. These people, you're gonna have like 70,000 people following you a day. A day.
Definitely.
I'm
A
gonna make
day. Take us to the
I'm gonna
top
make it
with you, Troy.
uncomfortably loud too, where it's gonna be like way loud, and I was talking, and every damn thing else is going. I'm like,
You should. You really should.
This whole vibe is saxophone.
but
Yo,
But
dude, I would say even like how you do
fucking-
your the DJ thing, right? Before you get into like the smoother music, like before I get you to the smoother music, I'm gonna get you into the mood, and then bring out the saxophone.
oh Lord,
We should all get like colorful lights.
Oh,
I'll get my
shit.
guitar. Sturdy.
I got
You got-
maracas.
There we go. We got a whole fucking band to
Hey,
go live on.
I don't. I think my phone's gonna power off in a few minutes, so
Oh, we should probably wrap this one up, huh?
yes.
I love it. It's a fucking challenge and it's amazing.
But anyways,
Puerto Rican Chris has some instruments too.
so we did. We all enjoy Black Dynamite. If you haven't,
Oh
seen
yeah.
it, you're gonna go see.
Oh yeah. Oh,
You need
yeah,
to make some
see it.
changes about your damn life.
Yeah,
That's what
check
you
that
need to
movie out.
I mean, maybe don't see it if like you own a plethora of red hats,
Depends on
Yeah,
what
I don't
it
think
says
you'll
on
like
the hats. Because if it's like a 49er hat,
or you
They
might
go-
like
This
one
ain't gonna
side
make your
of it.
life. This ain't gonna make your way of living great at all. I mean, it's gonna fuck up the whole damn day.
yeah.
You might see some of yourself in this movie, but you're not on the
Yeah,
winning
just-
side of it.
Hey, no, I'll say this too for those that he is discussing. Don't watch it with your wife because they're gonna end up going with the right side.
But anyways, I would like to plug everybody, but I don't even have enough time for that. But make sure you go ahead and check out Mick on Snobs. His channel is amazing. He will be doing a review for Sinners tomorrow. And you know what? If I can get there, I'm going to try and hop on there too. You guys are sturdy with popcorn and pipes on Saturday evening and stuff. He's going to be talking about things and what are you going to be talking about?
Bond. We're talking more Bond. We're into Roger.
Casino Royale and
There's
Quantum
5,000 of
Solace.
them. That's why.
Yes. Oh, I'll be playing Phasmophobia again. You might see me jumping and screaming and all that shit too tomorrow at 10 o'clock Eastern time. So tune in for that as well over on Horror Search 30.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on TikTok live sometime tomorrow night. You know, Prince passed away. It's like his anniversary of his death this weekend, I believe, or maybe it's on Monday. So we're gonna do like an hour.
Oh,
of Prince.
you definitely need to
like
play
that.
the saxophone for that.
So it'll be Prince. Yeah, because Prince played the saxophone. That's probably the only instrument he didn't play. But anyways,
Purple lights.
purple saxophone. Anyways, on behalf of myself Search 30 and Mick Manhattan, we'll see you guys next time, and we bid you adieu. And shit.
Peace.
The show's been sponsored by Anaconda Malt Liquor, the only malt liquor sponsored and backed by the United States government. We'll holla.